If you just work 8 to 12 hours, you're tired. I get it. I most definitely get it. I just got off work myself. But what you do after your 9 to 5 job is what it is gonna determine whether you stay stuck or you level up in life. And if you just even do one of these things for the next 6 months after work every single day, your income, your mindset, everything is gonna change. So what's good, YouTube, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Reese in the Cut. Back with y'all with another video today. And today we're gonna be talking about some things that you should do for the next 6 months after your 9 to 5 job. So this is the after hours, right? This is the 5 to 9. You got your 9 to 5. This is the 5 to 9 right here. These are some things that's gonna shape out your future. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let's hop straight into the video, right? So this is for the people who went to work, who go to work damn near every day, 8 to 12 hours, right? You probably tired. You probably don't got a lot of energy, but you know that you want more out of life. You know that you don't just want your income or whatever, your mindset, anything to just be capped at that 9 to 5 job. You always knew, and you always know that, okay, I want bigger. Even if I'm not able to quit my full-time job, and you know what I'm saying, I just know that I want to do something more besides my job. This is who that video is for. If you want those type of people, this video is definitely for you. So I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. You don't need to quit your job, right? You don't need any money to do these things. You don't need any money to start these things. You don't need any connections. You don't need anything special. Everything I'm about to say in today's video is going to start with you. You just need a plan for the hours that come after work. And that's where it all starts at, right? So if you do these things, I'm going to tell you for the next 6 months, you're going to recognize your life changing, right? So the first thing I got for you guys that you should do after your 9 to 5 job is, first off, you have to reset. You got to reset your brain, right? You've been at work in a toxic environment. Most of us work in toxic environments, right? Most 9 to 5 environments are very toxic. You've been fed a lot of toxic conversations, around a lot of toxic people, a lot of miserable people who hate their lives. They got a lot going on. They miserable, right? You've been in a toxic environment for the last 8 to 12 hours. So when you get home, you gotta reset. You have to take the time to reset. Most people, they go home, they watch TV, they turn on TikTok, they eat a big meal, they scroll, they watch TV for long hours, and then what happens, right? They go to sleep, and then they do it over, and they do it over, they do it over again, right? Turn into a cycle. That's why nothing changes. But instead, let's build you a reset ritual, right? So basically, this is what I want you to do. When you first get home, take your shower, right? Take a shower. Rinse all that dirt off your body. Rinse everything off. You know what I'm saying? Get right. You know, because a clean body is a clean mind. Remember that, right? Then change your clothes. You know, change your clothes. Put on some fresh clothes, whatever. Don't got to be nothing fancy, but just put on some fresh clothes. You know what I'm saying? Then what I want you to do is eat lightly. Eat very lightly. Even if it's just a banana, an apple, or it don't even got to be a fruit. It could be a PB&J sandwich. Like, just something very light. Something that you know that's not going to make you collapse on the couch and turn on Netflix for the rest of the night. Eat very lightly, right? And just sit there for 5 minutes, right? Take this time with me. If you're watching the video, take this time with me. I need you to say to yourself, the work day is over. Now it's time for the personal grind. The personal grind starts now. Close your eyes and visualize, right? You're not tired. Tell yourself, I'm not tired. I'm just transitioning I'm transitioning my roles, right? You're cutting off that worker mode. We're going out of worker mode and we're getting in boss mode. We're getting in entrepreneur mode. We're getting in that mode that's going to set us up for the next stages of our life to level up. So take that time. It's almost like meditation. It's almost like deep meditation, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, when you take a shower, it all starts with that shower, changing some fresh clothes, and just being fresh. And sit down, turn your phone off. Put your phone upside down. Put your phone on vibrate. Close your eyes and tell yourself you are not tired. I am not tired. I am transitioning my roles. and this what has to be done, right? I went to my job to get things done. I went to my job to make either ends meet, bills, take care of my family, to fund my dream, to have money to invest, to save, right? That was at everything at work, it goes away. When you leave that job, you leave, right? It's a reason why when they say you clock out, you clock out. So you need to mentally clock out that job, right? Do not leave anything, any baggage, anything that pissed you off today at work, leave it there, okay? Think about it. So the next step is something I like to call learning a skill before you can chill, okay? So this is where really the magic starts to happen, right? For the next 6 months, no entertainment before progress. So when you get home, before you turn on that TV, before you turn on TikTok, before you get ready to eat that big meal, and before you get ready to collapse on the couch, that's the easy way out. It's very easy. That's a real easy way out. You getting off work, you tired. I get it. The easy way out is to turn on the TV and eat you a big meal and take a shower and go to sleep. That's the easy way out. But 30 to 60 minutes every day, learning a new skill before you can chill is going to get you to the bag, right? Think about it. Learning a new high income skill for just 30 to 60 minutes a day, building that side hustle, working on your craft, creating content, improving yourself, improving your mental health, improving your finances, going over your finances, right? Working on your finances, figuring out how you can improve in that area. These are some of the things that's going to get you to the next level after your 9-to-5 job. A lot of people say, oh, when you get off your 9-to-5 job, you need to be in entrepreneur mode. You don't always got to be in entrepreneur mode. It's just some of the things, your daily actions after your job, everything you do impacts your future. Think about that. Everything. Did you just go home and you just ate and you go to sleep? You probably didn't impact too much besides your belly. All right? Think about that. Networking online is another one of those things. If you're going to get online, if you're going to pick up that cellular device, it better be for a damn good reason. It better be for a reason to network your business, get some content out, or, what I'm saying, whatever you do on your phone that is productive for you, right? Make sure it's for a good reason. This is how people escape. This is how you're going to escape survival mode, okay? Don't just wait for the weekends. The weekends is a trap. The weekends is only a day and a half. You spend 5 days at work, you get 2 days, off, but technically it's only a day and a half. And that other day and a half, you spend your mind going back to work. So really, those need to be the days that you going all in, because you waking up, you don't have to go to work. All right, so don't wait for the weekends. Waiting on the weekends is like waiting on motivation. Telling yourself, okay, all right, I'll do what I do. I'll come home and I'll get some sleep, and then I'll wait till the weekends. Like, no. Every single day needs to be productive after work. It has to be. Consistency after work is what's going to build that wealth. It's what's going to build your future self, right? So step 3 is you need to replace consumption with creation. All right? Think about it. You just was at a job for 8 to 12 hours consuming and making another man's dream come true. Now it's time to put yourself first and make your dream come true. You were only there to take care of your business, right? Your bills, your family, and to make sure your finances stay right. But now it's time to treat yourself. It's time to put yourself before that person that you trying to build their dream, right? Because you just there just for a paycheck. It's just a paycheck. At the end of the day, that job is just a paycheck. No matter what, I don't care how good they treat you, it's just a paycheck. So instead of scrolling, gaming, binge watching, gossiping, you need to write down stuff. You need to build stuff. You need to be executing, right? You need to be plan out your steps. What's the next big step to get you ahead? What's gonna get me ahead so I can soon either quit this job, or I can soon at least have some mental peace because I got my income is a lot better. These are some of the things you need to do. Post. You need to learn. Educate yourself. Self-educate yourself, because creation, it creates power. When you start becoming a creator, you start gaining power. Because think about it. You just was at that job for 8 to 12 hours. That's a lot of time. Believe it or not, I get it. I'm not against the 9 to 5, but we waste 8 to 12 hours of our day. And one thing I'm gonna tell y'all, bro, it's a difference. It's a difference between consuming at home and consuming at work. Now, I would rather you consume at work than consume at home, because if you consume it at work, you at least still getting money. You at least still getting a paycheck. But if you consume it at home, you're not getting paid for that, dog. That's your time. If you choose to consume on your time, you're not getting a paycheck for that. And that means that you chose a loss. You chose to lose. You don't get to choose at your job, right? You don't get to choose whether you consume or create at your job. That's just your job. But what you do outside of it, that's what you choose. So if you choose to consume some more, that's on you. Because consumption, it builds comfort. It's different. I'd rather you be comfortable at your job than be comfortable at home. Because I'd rather be making money and be comfortable than be broke and be comfortable, right? It's different levels to it. Comfort, that's what's going to keep you stuck. So for 6 months, I need y'all to have some tunnel vision, right? Less parties. This is what I need. Less parties. Less hanging out. Pointless hanging out with pointless, I ain't gonna say pointless people, but pointless hanging out with people who do not align to your purpose or anything of that nature. I need y'all to go ahead and cut that out. For the next 6 months, cut it out. 90-day run start in 10 days. A lot of y'all need to be taking this and taking it serious. It's not just about the money. The 90-day run, it's not just about the money. It's about getting your whole mental right. It's about getting your mindset right. Everything. Less distractions. Point out those distractions. Less pointless spending. All of those things, they all contribute. What are you doing after work? Are you collecting your 40-hour paycheck? Are you going shopping? Or are you collecting your 40-hour paycheck and you taking that money and you being smart with it? What are you doing after work? All right? Less noise. It's not that you disappearing forever. It's not that you disciplining yourself forever, but it's gonna help out in the long run. You guys know what I'm saying? If you sacrifice that temporary fun for that long-term stability, you're gonna be stable for a long time, almost forever. Think of it like that, bro. You just sacrificing just the smallest things. See, a lot of people, they fail just because they can't even sacrifice the smallest things. If you can sacrifice the smallest things, you're gonna get to where you want to get to. Trust and believe. You can quote me on that, dog. If you sacrifice the most smallest things, you're gonna get to where you want to get to. It's a simple equation. You sacrifice that temporary fun for that permanent freedom. Think about right now, if you had permanent freedom, how much more your mindset, I can say your mindset, your mental health would be. Think about if you did not have to wake up to that job. Think about it. Think about how much better of a person that you would be. How much more you had the time to spend with your family. How much more time to spend with your kids. How much more time to focus on yourself. If it's a bad day, you have time to sit home and meditate. You don't got to worry about a toxic environment, right? Just think of that. Think of the person you would be if you were just free. You know what I'm saying? And then after work, track your progress. When you're doing a lot of these things, I always say track your progress, because you got to ask yourself, what did I build this week after work? What did I accomplish this week after work, right? Not how many. These are some of the things that I had to stop doing. Don't look at how many hours you worked in a week. Don't worry about things like that. That's a poverty mindset. Don't worry about that, because you know when you want to get wealthy, you can't trade time for money. So don't worry about the hours you work. Don't worry about if you made your bosses happy, if you made your bosses proud. Don't worry about your bosses praise, if they want to give you a promotion, or don't worry about stuff like that. Don't worry about job performance. You got there, you showed up, you got the job done, you clocked in, you clocked out, you did your hours. You didn't get any points or whatever written up, cool. Leave it be. Leave everything at work. Leave work. Do not take work home with you. That's the biggest reason why a lot of people, they don't get to do things at home, because you taking work with you home. You take work with you home, you're going to act like you're still at work, because you're not happy at work, right? So you're not going to be happy at home. So you got to leave work at work. It's a simple equation. Simple as that, bro. Did I move forward with my life? Ask yourself that. After you ask yourself, what did I build after my work week? Ask yourself, did I move my life forward? Did I make some progress, right? Track your progress, you know what I'm saying? Did I learn a new skill? Did I gain a new habit? Things of that nature. You know, things that the stuff that really matters, right? I think a lot of us get, you know, we get it twisted at these 9 to 5 jobs. You know, your 9 to 5 is not your identity. It's not your life. You need to be worried about the life on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what's going on at work. You know, some of y'all spend so much time at work thinking about work, y'all end up dreaming about work and having nightmares. And I know y'all do because that shit used to happen to me, which is crazy. Think about, did you gain confidence? Did you gain a direction? Did you gain some discipline? Did you gain an extra step where you want to know where you want to go in life? Things of that nature. So if you guys follow this blueprint and do this every single day after work for 6 months, I promise you're going to look at a whole different life. You're going to look like a whole different person. And you actually might even achieve financial freedom. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Just a little chill video, just a little reset videos. A lot of you probably getting off work. Hopefully a lot of you are clicking on this video as you guys are getting off work. This is kind of your daily reset. Use this video as a reset. Close your eyes, meditate. Even if you just gotta listen to my voice and just meditate on what I'm saying. You don't even gotta watch me visually. Do some push-ups while you watching the video. Drink some water. Turn on a nice lo-fi beat or whatever. This is your daily reset to come back to yourself, to tell yourself, okay, work is over. It's time for what really matters. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And I know I love this. And y'all know I'm gonna be back with more content. Hey, ski!